What made your drill sergeant apologize publicly? Drill Sergeant Parker was a legend at basic training. 22 years in the Army, 3 combat tours, 0 tolerance for weakness. Made grown men cry just by looking at them sideways. Week 4 of basic, we had this recruit named Danny Walsh. Quiet kid from rural Montana, barely spoke above a whisper. Perfect target for Parker's psychological warfare. Parker singled him out immediately. "Walsh, you speak so soft I can't hear you over my own heartbeat. Drop and give me 20. Every day, same routine. Parker would get in Walsh's face, screaming about his weak voice, his soft handshake, his pathetic military bearing. Called him Whisper Walsh in front of the entire company. The rest of us felt bad for Walsh, but nobody dared speak up. Parker's wrath was something you avoided at all costs. Better Walsh than us, we thought. One morning during PT, Walsh collapsed during a run. Just dropped mid-stride, unconscious before he hit the ground. Parker assumed he was faking it. "Get up, Whisper, this isn't nap time," he screamed, but Walsh wasn't moving. Medics rushed over, started CPR immediately. Turns out Walsh had a rare heart condition nobody knew about. Congenital defect that military entrance physicals missed. His heart had been failing for weeks. The quiet voice Parker mocked, side effect of oxygen deprivation, the weak handshake, circulation problems, the fatigue Parker called laziness, his body shutting down. Walsh spent 2 weeks in intensive care. Needed emergency surgery to repair a valve that should have been fixed in childhood. Doctors said the stress of basic training nearly killed him. While Walsh was in the hospital, Parker did something nobody expected. He visited every single day. Sat by the bed, reading letters from Walsh's family, brought him books, magazines, anything to pass the time. When Walsh finally woke up, Parker was there. "I'm sorry, son, I didn't know." Walsh smiled weakly. "You were just doing your job, drill sergeant." "No," Parker said. "My job is to make soldiers, not break people." The day Walsh was medically discharged, Parker called the entire company to formation. We expected another lecture about military standards or following orders. Instead, Parker stood at attention and addressed Walsh directly. "Recruit Walsh, I owe you and this company an apology. I mistook medical condition for lack of motivation. I was wrong." Then he did something that shocked us all. He saluted Walsh. A drill sergeant saluting a recruit who was being discharged. "You showed more courage in 4 weeks than most soldiers show in 4 years. You never quit, never complained, never made excuses. That's the kind of man I hope to be." The entire company was silent. Some guys were crying. Parker's voice cracked as he continued. "I've been doing this job for 8 years. Thought I could spot weakness from a mile away. Turns out I couldn't spot strength when it was standing right in front of me." Parker changed after that. Still tough, still demanding, but he listened more. Asked questions before jumping to conclusions. Treated medical complaints seriously. He instituted new policies. Private counseling sessions for struggling recruits. Medical reviews for anyone showing unusual symptoms. 0 tolerance for mocking physical limitations. Walsh sent a letter to the company 6 months later. He'd gotten his heart repaired, finished college, became a teacher. Said basic training taught him he was stronger than he thought. Parker framed that letter, hung it in his office. Every new group of recruits heard Walsh's story during their first week. "My job isn't to weed out the weak," Parker would tell them. "It's to help the strong find their strength. Sometimes that strength looks different than you expect." Parker retired 2 years later. At his ceremony, he said the biggest lesson of his military career came from a quiet kid from Montana who never raised his voice but never gave up.